365 World News.
President Trump's latest threat to shut down the government. Deadline midnight tomorrow. Trump pressuring the Democrats on immigration, but Congress making progress on a deal without the president. Our senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega has all the latest. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hey, George, good morning to you. We could be looking at yet another government shutdown as soon as tomorrow. And according to President Trump, that's just fine.
Let's have a shutdown. We'll do a shutdown.
That declaration from President Trump during a White House meeting on gang violence. And it wasn't just one quick aside.
Without borders, we don't have a country. So would I shut it down over this issue? Yes.
The president repeatedly saying if Congress can't fix immigration, bring on a shutdown.
I'd love to see a shutdown if we don't get this stuff taken care of. And if we have to shut it down because the Democrats don't want safety, then shut it down.
Even those in his own party seem stunned. One Republican congresswoman offering this smackdown in front of the cameras.
We don't need a government shutdown on this. We really do. I think both sides have learned that a government shutdown was bad. It wasn't good for them. And
we are not getting support from the Democrats. I mean, you can say what you want. We're not getting support from the Democrats.
But this morning, the damage control, not just over a possible shutdown. Chief of Staff John Kelly's remark about the president's plan to offer a path to citizenship to nearly 2 million Dreamers, more than double the number of people currently protected by DACA. Kelly telling reporters on Capitol Hill,
the difference between 690 and 1.8 million were the people that some would say were too afraid to sign up, others would say were too lazy to get off their asses, but they didn't sign up.
And even in the face of criticism, he did not back down.
I got to say that some of them just should have probably gotten off the couch and signed up.
Is that the position of this White House, that Dreamers are lazy? Look, who thinks this?
The position of the White House is that we want to fix a problem that was created by the previous administration.
Well, Democrats say those comments certainly are not helping negotiations on the immigration front. Republicans also have distanced themselves from what General Kelly says. As for this possible government shutdown, both parties in the Senate say they are close to reaching a deal. The House approved its own measure yesterday, George. If they can amend and merge these two by tomorrow, they can avoid this shutdown.
Yeah, they would keep the government open for about a year, maybe 2 more years, without dealing with the immigration issue. On another front, Cecilia, you know, the president has now read this Democratic memo rebutting that Republican memo that alleged abuses in the wiretapping of a former Trump aide. The president's read it. It's being reviewed in the White House. They're likely to release it, right?
Well, they are reviewing it here, George. The White House won't officially say whether President Trump will release it, but I got to say, if he does not release this Democratic version after releasing the Republican one, the political blowback on this one will be just fierce for him. If it is released, sources tell me, George, we can expect to see some serious redactions in it.
Okay, Cecilia Vega, thanks very much.